Welcome to the next lecture of body fluids and circulation. Here in this lecture we are going to discuss about the lymphatic system, in which we are going to discuss about the lymph nodes. In the previous lecture we had discussed about what is lymph and what are the lymph vessels. Now the lymph nodes. So here is the lymph nodes. These lymph nodes are the noded structure which are present in the lymph vessels. Basically these are present everywhere in the body, but their number is maximum in the neck region, in axilla and in the groin region. So these are present everywhere, but more in number in neck region, second one is in axilla, and third one is in the groin region. In these region, the number of lymph node is maximum. Otherwise, it is present everywhere in the body. Now, what is the function of these lymph nodes? Firstly, we have to discuss about the function, and after that the structure of lymph node. The lymph nodes are functioning as a filter. Clear? These are functioning, or these are acting as filter. They remove pathogens from the lymph and also remove the cancer causing agents. So sometimes it also removes the cancer causing agents or the cancer causing cells. Clear? So these are going to act as filters. So lymph nodes are acting as filters, and second important function is they produce lymphocytes. It means the production of lymphocytes is going to take place in the lymph nodes. So production of lymphocytes is the another important function of lymph nodes. Clear? So this is the lymph node. Now what is the structure of a lymph node is having? So here we are going to discuss about the structure. The lymph node is bean shaped in structure. So here I am drawing the structure of a lymph node. Suppose this is a lymph node. This outer layer is fibrous layer, or this is the fibrous tissue. This is the fibrous layer. This fibrous layer is projected inside at some places. So these are the projections of this fibrous layer. This type of projections are found here. Clear? So the outer layer, which is somewhat thick, that is called as fibrous layer, or it is also called as fibrous capsule, and the projections inside the fibrous layer is called as trabeculae. So these are called as trabeculae. The outer part is called as cortex and the inner part is called as medulla. This one is the outer part, and this outer part of lymph node is called as cortex. So this part is called as cortex and the middle part is called as medulla. Here is the hilum. Here, so here this is the structure which is called as hilum. This part is called as hilum. In the cortical layer, in the cortex, some follicular clusters are present. So in this cortical layer, follicular clusters are present. So here is the follicular clusters. So these black one are called as follicular clusters. These follicular clusters at initial stage are called as primary nodules, which are having lymphocytes. So initially these follicular clusters are called as primary nodules. Clear? These follicular clusters initially called as primary nodules, and these primary nodules are having lymphocytes. After maturation, these primary nodules developed into the secondary nodules. So here is the secondary nodules, and these secondary nodules are having activated lymphocytes and plasma cells. So they have activated lymphocytes and plasma cells. Clear? So this is the structure of a lymph node. Now quickly I am recalling the structure. The outer layer is called as fibrous layer, or it is also called as fibrous capsule. We can say that it is the fibrous capsule, basically made up of yellow collagen fibers, and this fibrous capsule is projected inside. This is called as trabeculae. This is the hilum, and the outer part of the node is called as cortex, and the inner part is called as medulla. Inside the cortex part, some follicular clusters are present. Initially these follicular clusters are called as primary nodules, which are having the lymphocytes, and after maturation these primary nodules gets modified into the secondary nodules, which are having the activated lymphocytes and the plasma cells. Clear? This all is going to provide immunity to the body. Yes, this is the structure of lymph node. Now we are going to discuss about the lymphoid tissues. The most important lymphoid tissue in our body is the spleen. So we have to discuss about the spleen. We have to discuss about the structure and function of the spleen. Here is the spleen. It is the most important lymphoid tissue of the body. It is situated above the stomach. So where is the location? It is located above the stomach. Spleen act as erythropoietic organ in embryonal stage. ठीक है, एम्ब्रियोनल स्टेज में स्प्लीन एरिथ्रोपोइटिक ऑर्गन की तरह बिहेव करता है. इट मीन्स इट इज गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस द आरबीसीज in the body of an embryo. So in embryonic stage, spleen is acting as erythropoietic organ. And after birth, what is happening after birth? After birth, it is acting as RBC storehouse, or it store the RBCs and graveyard of RBC. So after birth, it store the RBCs, and due to this function, it is also called as blood bank of the body. Spleen is called as blood bank of the body because it is going to store the RBCs. And second function, It destroys the RBCs. Destroys the RBCs after completion of their lifespan. Now the lifespan of RBC is about 120 days, and after completion of their lifespan, spleen is going to destroy the RBCs. That's why it is also called as graveyard of RBC. क्लियर? ये चीज हमें अच्छे से ध्यान में रखना है. एम्ब्रियोनिक स्टेज में स्प्लीन एरिथ्रोपोइटिक ऑर्गन की तरह बिहेव करता है. इट मींस इट इज गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस द आरबीसीज, and after birth the production of RBC is going to take place in the bone marrow, and the spleen is acting as the storehouse of RBCs and graveyard of RBCs. Clear? It is also called as blood bank of the body. I'm sorry. Now we have to discuss about the structure of spleen. Which kind of structure a spleen is having? We know that it is a lymphoid tissue. So the outermost layer is again the fibrous capsule made up of yellow collagen fibers. So this is the fibrous capsule. This fibrous capsule is made up of yellow collagen fibers. Here again the projections of this fibrous capsule is seen, and these projections are again called as trabeculae. So these projections are trabeculae. These are the trabeculae. Next, the inner part is filled with a red pulp. So here is the red pulp, and this red pulp is having RBC. This part is filled with a red pulp. I'm sorry. And this red pulp is having RBCs. Sometimes at some regions this red pulp is absent, and that part is called as, suppose this is the part where the red pulp is absent. This is the red pulp part, and this part is not having the red pulp. This part is called as white pulp. This is white pulp, and this white pulp is having different types of WBCs like lymphocytes and macrophages. Clear? This is the structure of spleen. The outer layer is a fibrous capsule, or we can say that the splenic capsule, because it is the outer layer of the spleen. That's why we can also say that the splenic capsule. These projections are called as trabeculae, and this is filled with a red pulp in which RBCs are present. We know that RBC is stored in the spleen. That's why it is called as blood bank of our body. And at the area where the red pulp is absent, that area is called as white pulp. And in white pulp, different type of WBCs are present like lymphocytes and macrophages. Now in the next section we are going to discuss about the functions of lymphatic system. So here we are going to discuss about the functions of lymphatic system. The whole lymphatic system. We had discussed the complete lymphatic system about lymph vessels and lymph node. Now the functions of lymphatic system. So here is functions of lymphatic system. The first and important function of lymphatic system is transport of absorbed fat. We know that lymph is going to help in transport of absorbed fat. So transportation of absorbed fat. ठीक है, absorbed fat का transportation lacteal से हमने देखा था किस तरह से होता है. So the transport of absorbed fat is the most important function of the lymphatic system. Second one is it is going to act as filter. So act as filters, remove pathogens and cancer causing cells from the body. Next one is the important function. It is also going to help in the defense mechanism by producing the lymphocytes. So it helps in defense mechanism by producing lymphocytes. There are two types of lymphocytes in the body, that is B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes. The B lymphocytes, which are named as bursa of fibricus. B lymphocytes नेम हम क्यों देते हैं इसे? B lymphocytes are bursa of fibricus, इसलिए हम इसे B lymphocyte कहते हैं. But these B lymphocytes which are going to modified in the bursa of fibricus, these are only present in the lower vertebrates, not in human beings. Clear? Not in human beings and higher vertebrates. Bursa of fibricus is not present. These B lymphocytes in the body of mammals, or we can say that in the body of human beings, these gets modified in the form of Peyer's patches. Clear? So the bursa of fibricus is present in the body of lower vertebrates, and the B lymphocytes are going to modified in the body of mammals or human beings in the form of Peyer's patches. These Peyer's patches are present in the small intestinal region. So in mammals or humans. Okay. Second type of lymphocyte which is produced by this lymphatic system, that is T lymphocyte, and this T lymphocyte is produced in the thymus gland. So this is produced in the thymus gland, and these all are going to provide immunity to our body. Clear? So this is all about the lymphatic system. With the topic of lymphatic system, we have completed the chapter, that is body fluids and circulation. In the complete chapter, we had discussed about blood vessels, human heart, mechanism of human heart, as well as lymph and lymphatic system. In our next lecture, we will discuss about the another important chapter of the syllabus. Thank you very much.